Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode.
Hello, welcome in, Tira. Bloody hell, I am not very good with unmuting myself at the beginning of stream. Thank you very much for informing me. Hope you had a good good time and slept well, and are looking forward to a good day. So, as I was saying, there has been the Neutron Star system that I started to occupy last time. No, this is not supposed to be part of the start screen. On the start screen there should be text. I'm not present in the videos myself. I am doing there. But yeah, laundry is absolutely necessary, but I'm happy to hear that you slept well. And Zerio, also welcome in. Hopefully you had a good so far Thursday and looking forward to a good continuation of that Thursday. So last time with the crash, unfortunately, there's been a lot happening. I went to a Neutron Star system to get the unipolar magnets because come on, land.
Flight mode.
So it is shielded with a planetary. I am going to be bringing a lot more missiles since they can attack the spaceborne forces as well. I'm probably going to go for a missile turret, a few more things, and then just set up the unipolar magnet extraction and go on from there back to this system where I'll be putting up a lot more buildings, a lot more material as it comes in. Yeah, so I am thinking, I'm trying to think up names for some of the three basic categories I run. Weekends, it's pretty easy since I'll be playing Monster Hunter, making Monster Hunter Weekends a very good name. The other game, like Monday and Friday, is a lot more... I'm trying to do a lot more story focused, or longer games. I'm not exactly sure if that will stay that way, so I'm currently calling it story time. Not sure if that is, though, a good sticking one. Okay. I'll be bringing a lot more missiles back over. And then hopefully find a way to construct missiles. Although that should not be the most complicated one. Deseti. Okay. So let's get over here. That seems to be the closest system over the Neutron Star.
Warp engine activated.
Hello, welcome in, Atanashi. Thank you very, very much. That is absolutely fine. I'm happy for you dropping in. I wish you a very pleasant day. Maybe see you later. So, Epsilon Leroy is just going to be a fuel up point, basically fill up the batteries before flying over to the Neutron Star system. The Neutron Star system, I have absolutely made no effort to even begin to kick out the hives yet. There are two, and I am not going to be putting much effort into removing them currently. I'm not planning to build a Dyson Sphere there currently. So all I will be doing is... Bloody hell. So all I will be doing is put a strong defense up on the planet itself, and then get the unipolar magnet extraction over and out of the system. Okay. That is basically full charge. 15 light years. I do not want to fly into either one of those hives.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Gather up a little bit of stream as I'm pulling out here.
Warp engine activated.
And then let's get over. I do at one point want to build out a corridor more into that direction. Also do the same around the black hole, because unipolar magnets are a very valuable resource, if a very limited resource. Okay, not quite halfway. Chicken nuggets from time to time. If I had them every day, I think I'd be starting to get fed up with them. Not saying that you are having them every day, but I'd rather have them in the evening, relaxing, and just munch on them as snacks. It's probably
Warp engine deactivated.
quite a European idea, but
Cruise ended.
I have a differentiating preference a little bit on the morning. But that's all it is, a preference. Okay. I am honestly not going for daily. That would be absolutely too much for me. But if you enjoy them, I would be wrong to tell you to not enjoy them. I could eat rice every day. I could eat curry every day probably for a long time. So I also do have some of the weird stuff there as well.
Flight mode.
Okay, I have these 3 clusters, and I have two clusters of... I will absolutely be needing a third one here. Okay. Is it a special toaster, or you just feel uncomfortable with using it? I would be requiring a foundation there. In that case, fair. I know that can sound very presumptuous. Getting some practice with it might be the best idea. Again, I do know how that sounds. I think I'll caveat it with, it is something that if I feel uncomfortable doing something specific where I would just get some practice with it, and very quickly that makes me feel a lot better about it. I'm not saying that is the solution for you. I'm just saying that is what helps me.
Flight mode.
Okay, I see. Okay. I see. That is definitely an issue of the construction of the toaster, that it is uncomfortable, or yeah. If you worry about getting the food out, that is not very good. And yeah. That is less a being uncomfortable in my book, and more a the toaster's actively trying to hurt me, and bad design, unfortunately. Okay, I'll be bringing this over here and then feed these factories like this. They will get their feed like this, and then hopefully I can run a titanium feed through the middle there.
Flight mode.
Okay, those will both be powering these two lines.
Flight mode.
Because something a toaster absolutely should not do is cause injuries. But of course, in order to be able to do that properly, you need to lift the food out far enough, and either because they don't care, or the springs, or there can probably be a number of reasons why it then is not working correctly. I absolutely understand somebody not wanting to burn their fingertips. I'll be honest, I don't like burning my fingertips, and if my toaster was a burning hazard, I'd not use it. I think it's just that easy. And honestly, also, I think reasonable, your toaster should not present a risk of bodily harm. And honestly, trying to get it out with a fork or something like that is a bad idea. Most toasters nowadays should be properly isolated, but it is not something you should risk. Or at least should need to risk. There is, of course, the number of companies that do not seem to worry about that overly much, which is honestly unfortunate. So I'll be pulling their output over and across here. Okay, how do I... Okay, that's how I turn too much. And then... Come on. Bring the other half in like this. Okay. That is not necessarily what I wanted to see. There we go. if you have to tip it over, it's not a good toaster design. Seriously, a toaster should not pose any risk of burning or so, or needing to tip over. Okay, I can cover both with one. Too soft to grab is sounding a bit weird to me, but I mainly reserve my toaster for toasting. We would, the literal translation would be toast bread. Okay, waffles. Okay, there again, there is very probably a big difference between the American and the European waffles. I have two types of waffles I mainly know and eat. One are, and they're both Belgian, is the Liégeois, and the other is the Bruxellois, or Brussels and Liège. What is Liège bloody called in English? Okay, that is not... Okay. No exact idea, so... And I do know that both of them would not be very good to even try to rewarm in a toaster, because they tend to be too thick to be able to put in a toaster. So I'm guessing we're not quite talking about the same thing.
Flight mode.
Okay. Those two... Those two are working, and I have the other one here. Okay. I do, however, wish that there would be a toaster that would lift your waffles up high enough that you don't need to burn yourself. I hope it stays burn free, unless you're not doing it in the you're not doing it on the toaster, with the toaster in the toaster, I think. Sorry. Just thinking about appropriate prepositions there. Okay. In the toaster. So I absolutely do hope no burned fingers. And while a lot of the modern toaster stuff is very ingenious, I built down very capably to a very decent price. I am not a fan of models that burn fingers. It says it may need 2 toastings to finish. Okay, I just found one of my biggest complaints about toasters. Toasters are horribly bad at telling you what the numbers mean. If it's a light toast, it's a dark toast, it's a mess.
Flight mode.
I wish toaster manufacturers could sit down and be like, yeah, we'll do some standardization on this. Okay. I am creeping up to the gigawatt here. How does the planetary shield look? It looks... Okay, it nicely covers everything with full strength. And...
Flight mode.
I think I will be adding them now. Because I did want to have a few more... Collide with and too close to another. Okay. I'll distribute them around because I don't think their exact position is all that necessary to take into account. But I do want to maximize shield strength of the defenses as I'm building up the missile turret complex that hopefully will do a lot of the intercepting of the ships that might get sent my way.
Flight mode.
Okay, I also do want... yummy, yummy waffles. That's going to sound strange. I prefer my waffles crispy rather than soft. And we have a great crispy type of waffles. Very good with some whipped cream or chocolate. We're taking out a few more accumulators, and I'll be taking out... Is that 92? 97. No, 91. Sorry. Was what I needed. Almost is better than... I did burn my fingers. I wish it weren't necessary, but... For that, it absolutely is what it is. Okay.
Flight mode.
We are getting a lot of power in. Most of this planet's infrastructure is absolutely power production.
Flight mode.
And I still have another whole plant over in there.
Flight mode.
And we're still slowly powering the last. Okay, you should have power, though. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. That should be a very good power boost here. Yeah, there's 200 more megawatts coming in. It's about 300 megawatts of additional input power. The fill ratio is complete. That also should mean the defense ratio is complete. Okay. Enjoy your world expeditions while listening to my stream. That's absolutely what I hope people get out of my stream: enjoyment and a good day.
Flight mode.
Okay. So, I have missile turret.
Flight mode.
But I think what I mainly want to achieve is basically have a big hotspot on two sides of the planet that are self-sufficient with signal towers. To build signal towers, for I still don't have a... Okay, I need steel. For steel I need iron. Should I yeah, no, I do need to get some defenses in. Unless... Okay, I do have the battlefields. I have the stations here. Can I... Can I load them up? No, I can only load them up with ground drones. That's not exactly what I need. You're low priority. Okay.
Flight mode.
I will be needing some iron and everything to get the missile production up and running at least. I also need some coal. Iron and yeah. Iron and actually quite a bit of copper. But it being the only planet here, copper is very, very low. Okay, I'll be putting up the steel production to have it, basically. Checking about something I do still have. Okay. Still have some stuff over there, and I can pull this over. That is... That is 2 full power outputs like this. So 290 is 2 full power outputs. And I think I'll be putting two in like this. Get me the 2 full power outputs. For I need iron ingots, and then I'll make just some steel in the beginning. Cut the supply off at one point. So I want iron ingots here. Bring this line over. Okay. And get steel going. We're going to be overproducing iron ingots, that's absolutely fine. Dum, dum, dum. Or will I be underproducing? No, I'm exactly right producing. Okay. Don't mind me, I need some steel. I have the Tesla towers. I need, for the signal tower,
Light mode.
I cannot do the crystals in the replicator, so I do need something for that as well. 18. Can I cover all 18? Easily, okay. Worried for nothing. I have another... It's annoying that I need to put that too close to another power facility. There we go. Dum. 20% more, just make sure that I'm... Okay, and this is also requiring a double production line. As long as I still have enough power for my field, that I don't mind. Let's have another. I don't mind actually if this runs up. Too close to another power facility. There we go. And yeah, this might be a little bit oversized. But at least for the normal missiles, I don't need to worry too much about processors, so that's good already. Okay, now I'm producing everything I need for the signal towers.
Light mode.
Let me get to the equator base. I'll just be putting up some personal storage for all of these missiles.
Light mode.
So let me get 100 here. I'll get 100 here. How many signal towers can I build with that? I wanted 20. Yeah, maybe not 20. Maybe a few less is sufficient. Let's make 15. Okay, the rest goes back in. Goes back in. And here I'll be just pulling in the rest of the steel. Okay, did never get a huge overproduction.
Replication complete.
That is good. And I'll just be taking note and saving the steel here nearby. Dum, 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 da, da.
Flight mode.
Okay, I'll be bringing all of these back into the fold and put... Let's get some distance. Let's build a block here. I need to put it onto a splitter. Since this is going to be the main
Flight mode.
distribution platform.
Approaching your system.
Okay, need to be careful. Need to fly back at one point to Lambda City.
Flight mode.
So is a 4x4 block with basically a signal tower in the middle going to be...
You've built a signal tower. Continuous observation and research reveals dark fog is especially sensitive to certain EM signal frequencies. You can use a signal tower to encrypt EM signals into such frequencies to lure dark fog. Also, a signal tower and the missile turrets on a planet can form a data chain, making it possible for the missile turrets to attack enemies within a signal tower's range.
Oh, okay, it's powering up. Okay. And I can just... deliver ammunition like this. And you need to build around here, which is unfortunate. But that also means that this block of... Okay, why are we network 2? Do I have indeed 2 power grids? I would say that I don't. Almost 2,000 sorters getting stuff in and out of. Okay, why are you network 2?
Flight mode.
They're all saying network 2.
Flight mode.
Okay, not going to be complaining.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
So this is 70,
Flight mode.
and that is 180. So the opposite side is 100 degrees. So here about is the exact opposite. I'll be putting down another 4x4 missile turret grid. Put another signal tower in their midst, and hopefully that is good enough. Power, power, power. When I bring the missiles over and get missile production started to cover the at least space defense needs of the entire planet. If something goes wrong, I need to come back. Be happy if I could have some
Flight mode.
I'm just going to build it on the ground here. It's going to show the wrong direction, which is basically fine, except for
Flight
exactly. We need to finish the path now, and then we'll be basically golden. We can flip it over and go fetch all of the missiles and then build some missile construction over here. And since no dark fog can land on the planet anymore, that means that I don't have to worry about that particular aspect here anymore.
Flight mode.
Reverse pass. Okay, that's going to suck up a lot of the production here. Signal towers are not... I killed stones in system, that is. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I am... I'm finally getting back to a point where the accumulators can charge up again. Were they all empty?
Flight mode.
Like, they were seriously all empty. They were all empty. Okay, and I am going to be quite ruthless to the current charging. I do not want this planet to run out of energy ever. If that means I am overdoing it, then so be it. I'd rather have a few reserves too many than too little. Okay.
Flight mode.
Seems that small number on the left, real-time recovery rate. Okay, I'm properly charging this up. It's almost full.
Flight mode.
Still.
Flight mode.
So I need iron ore, I need copper, I need... where are we? Over here. You go out. You come in. Well, I have enough steel reserves that I can just get into the magnet business. Pull that over. And the poor copper veins here. Seriously, terribly happy that I'm playing with unlimited resources. I think I can. And that is 180 for 5. $720 with exactly 1 smelter round, and I can't pull out any more. The absolute best I can pull. And I'm really getting to the point where I have over 100%. So basically charging the accumulators with maximum speed and all of that. Okay. So, I'm just thinking about missiles. No idea why I have so many of those. Not going to go for that. I am 60 per second should absolutely be fine. So I'll be needing so that is 180. That is another 90. I need 60. I need 30 here. It's another 60. So 330. Some 390 copper. So I do have a little bit of copper surplus. I think I'll be using that to get myself a double. No, actually, I was... The biggest matter is I have enough copper.
Flight mode.
For everything. So I said 60 per minute. So you be my 2 missile points.
Flight mode.
So you give me need for raw copper. Let's go up to 10. Pull this over.
Flight mode.
Don't think I'd quite do it like that. Okay, let's see. We have one input here. Okay, I'm not claiming they'll be super happy about that, but they are telling me this will work. Let's put this running off. So the combustible units, I need 60 off. Where is my coal? I have a little bit more coal. I'll be putting up the I think with a little bit of space. What did I say? I need 60. I need 180. Now I'll power everything properly. Yeah, no. That is more or less the best I can do currently here. And we'll be bringing these, no, like this. Oh, that is very nice, and sorry that I didn't see that immediately. I'm okay. I am happy to hear they have your favorites back, and I hope that you are going to be enjoying them. So that is 900. So I only need 900 to make up the complete part of it. And honestly, can I? Okay. Because that means that I have exactly the amount I want as a surplus here. I can pull down 180 down here, which will then get shifted into nice combustible unit. That I then can... Okay, what is the best way to ship them down now? Basically due south. Give me 15 here. And I can build them basically due south. So those are the necessary combustible units.
Flight mode.
I am missing something rather important. There we go.
Flight mode.
And production should tell me that I am indeed... Okay, I'm pulling too much. Rather too much than too little. No. Wrong, I am producing too little.
Flight mode.
I'm currently producing too little. which isn't a big issue because I can just extend the production line and send the actually required amount of material down the line to the factories. Good.
Flight mode.
So I have the easy stuff, the pure copper, and the so I need 2.
Flight mode.
I need 2 factories here. I do need a distribution splitter here. And circuit boards. There we go. That is hopefully enough. Okay, looks like it.
Flight mode.
Let's put them onto the band here. Oh yeah, maybe I ought to give the factories an input and not expect them to be building on empty stores. There... not exactly now, are we? Okay, do we have a number of... If I were to plonk a factory down, give it power and call it magnetic coils, am I shown what I need? No, I don't yet, because I don't yet have...
Flight mode.
Taco Bell, your order lasted 2 days. Okay. That's not very much usually when I order. Well, I don't think I have the correct perspective in order to be able to judge this properly, because if I need to judge for myself, I usually finish up orders the day itself, but then with portion sizes, I don't. There are factors. I don't know. Is 2 days a long time? Is it a short time? I do not have the necessary context for that here. I'm sorry. So, I need 60. Okay. I'm surprised. Okay, so they make small US portions, which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing, having a portion size that is in relation with how much food you're going to eat. But on the other hand, if you are used to larger portions, and you are definitely used to the portions being large enough for takeout, that might be. So it's a long time. I'm happy you could enjoy your weekend, your weekly tacos for that long then. I said I wanted engines. So I'm producing 60. So I need 60 coils. I am very happy that that is now something you can do. It is. It's a shame if you can't, at least from time to time, eat out. Especially in your case. I am really quite happy that you have that opportunity now. So I hope you don't feel like those Mondays are wasted. I usually, if I sleep through the entire day, unless I'm sick, I do feel to a certain degree that the day has been wasted. Okay. I see. And it can be very hard to then find something which you both want to do, which feels productive or fun to do. These situations aren't always easy, unfortunately. So the only thing I'm finding that requires unipolar magnets as input is the particle container, and I'm not wondering whether I shouldn't just pull. I probably don't have enough copper to do any of that, or to do all of that. You have a look. No, that'll get rid of all the copper for sure.
Flight mode.
Especially because... Well, no, not especially, but this... should give me enough magnetic coils. Yeah, that gives me enough magnetic coils in order to meet the demand here. I do need to connect this over. And then an altitude 10 band. Whoops, out of building range. There we go.
Flight mode.
It does indeed require bones, and I'm not exactly sure if they did manage to reduce much there, or increase much there, because I have the feeling the amount of seeds have been, or bloody hell, the amount of bones you needed to collect had been pretty consistent for a longer time there. Okay.
Flight mode.
Once we have this connected, that ought to get the missile production and thus the planetary defense going indefinitely. Engine rate, combustible unit rate. everything is looking good. And then we can get a lot of missiles stacked there, and I do think
Flight mode.
it is now time to gather up the entirety of unipolar magnet reserves. Wasn't there unipolar magnets over here? Hello, where are you? There you are. Okay, let's put... Okay, that's a good one. 300%. How much are you? 4,500. Okay, so let's have a look here. That is 8, 9, 7, 6, and 5 plus 15 times 6. By 45. Okay. That's good. 3 and a bit. Where do we have more? Because this is only a small... Okay, there is another one. So basically 3. Actually, honestly, more than... This is more than 3. And I actually need a 4th point here, since if I am... Once I am connecting these up, Okay, they don't need anything there, and there we go. You'll be accepting unipolar magnets. You'll be asking for these, and here we go. Quite a large amount of it coming in here. Okay, now I realize that I have run out of something quite important. But that I have a first it's suboptimal, but honestly I have a good first round of unipolar magnets available to continue on here. So, okay, why are you? Why is there this movement? Is it because I'm bound to the planet? I'm not saying that's not the case, but it would be... It's weird. It feels weird. I think Menkip... Okay, so Epsilon Lyrae was originally the first idea I had, but I think I'm going to be pushing that over. Doesn't mean I don't care about the system anymore. Let's travel over.
Warp engine activated.
While we do that, for the entire cluster, where are warpers? Buildings, buildings, buildings. Warpers, there we are. Storage amount. It's quite a few, but we have been running low on export. But I have a ton stored, so I'm not going to be running out anytime soon. If I take a look, we have a consumption rate of about 1 per minute.
Warp engine deactivated.
And I missed my target. Okay, that is very annoying now. Now I need to charge up as best I can. Get more warp, get more energy to warp, and then do that. Well, that was unfortunate. Now I have a little bit of time to kill. Dum, dum. Okay, I hope that's enough power. Okay, we got maybe not quite enough.
Warp engine deactivated.
Okay, it'll be a while, but I can do this under normal power. Okay, that's again about half the time. With another good speed boost, I might get this down to 90 seconds or so. Let's invest another about 200 megajoule when we have the charge. And we are down to less than 1 minute. Du, 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 du. I do agree it is a soothing music. I think it is one of the things where, since it is not requiring to be a fast game, it's not requiring to have a lot of action. It can be a bit stressful with a dark fog, but I got it so well under control that they're more a punching bag currently than a credible foe. I do think that they made the absolute correct choice to have the music be slow and soothing here. Dum, dum. So yeah, I think the music very much underscores the gameplay feeling they were going for. Which is a good thing. The music should, on one hand, yes, be able to stand on its own, but it absolutely should be working with
Flight mode.
the game and not against it. Okay, let me have a look. I would want to go for white matrices. If I'm absolutely honest about that. Local planet. That ought to make the search a little bit. Total, a gravity matrix. So we have a reference rate of 112. Is that 112 or is that 124? Okay, I think one of the things I'm going to do is get my trip back to, because I currently have all of this and it's sitting unused since I don't need the green anymore.
Flight mode.
Okay, I'll be doing something. Let's empty you out completely. What is the production rate going to rise to over the next minute? Because it is proliferated. %25% extra products. So that would make 1 in 24 seconds. No, it makes 2 in 24 seconds, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8 high? Well, I have a matrix lab to try it out. Okay. Can still build more on top of it. Yeah, honestly, I can just remove the lizard here. So it's showing me a production rate of 3.1. If I say that I have 18, that doesn't get close. Okay. This is Electra 1. No, this is not Electra 1, this is Epsilon Lyrae 1. And this green box at production stats. Can I change the period here? That is what I was hoping I would be able to do. Okay, what is 112.5 times 1.25 is 140. Okay, this needs a long time in order to get this down. Okay. I see, Tira. That is fine. If you do feel like you need a nap, absolutely go for it. If you have it regularly, maybe try some a walk here now and then. It helps me if I'm really tired for a long while. Get some more activity, and that help. At least it helps me. So I said I wanted to go to Shellyak over here. Let me first just go smash that hive to pieces.
Cruise mode.
It's a few light years away, but nothing terribly bad.
Warp engine activated.
Naps, though, now that I think about it, are actually a good thing. Not sure if it's true, but I've had some information recently saying that a nap is better than trying to sleep longer, like too long during the nights. Because it gives your body point-wise rechargement rather than trying to do everything at once. And you cannot, quote-unquote, store sleep. Although, take that with a grain of salt. I do not have
Warp
the...
engine deactivated.
I for sure have there not the best information. Okay. Was it... 1 is the shooty one, 5 is... You know, honestly, let's go also refill here.
Warp engine activated. Warp engine deactivated.
And I do see my recharge spot here. So let's get this in and then I'll have a look. So let's currently go with a I'm saying that I have 140 green in. Already producing everything fine. All I need is one antimatter and one of each. Bloody hell, no, that's not how that works. I can make 4 a second. 140 by 4 is 35. So with 35 labs, I have everything I need. But still, my idea was correct on this, at least, that I need 140 here, meaning for blue I need 140 energetic graphite I came into this system because this system should make yellow a lot easier. Okay, that is 140 diamonds. And 140 titanium crystal. Okay, and those are why I came here.
Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Cruise mode. Warp engine activated. Warp engine deactivated. Warp engine activated. Warp engine deactivated. Cruise ended. Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended. Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended. Flight mode. Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise ended. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Replication complete. Flight mode. Flight mode.
I am muted again. Okay, hopefully I'm not muted again now. What are you? You are 11. There we go. No more mute. I'm really getting the feeling that I need to upgrade some of my stuff at one point. Okay. Again, that's the priority. And I'll be taking in the prisms to have a complete tower at 5, bringing all of this stuff down. Okay, fair enough, we have a full tower. Let's go visit Sheliak 5 and extend the mall a little.
Cruise mode. Warp engine activated.
Well, we don't need to extend them all, but we have more items.
Warp engine deactivated.
That should be fitting into the mall. Okay, there we go. Here,
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
this is not what we want. Here is what we want. Okay, you are all coming in from outside the system. And here we have the inside mess. So let me put down another tower. Now, let's bring some power over. So we had the electromagnetic matrices, remote demand, ships in. We are having you, remote demand. We are having you, remote demand. We are having the titanium alloy, remote demand, not remote storage, remote demand. There we go. And we have processors, remote demand. So, I'll be starting with these. No, first off, 1, 2, 3. Like this, and like this. You get a hat. But you get one more. Because I have a priority use for you, which will be coming out of here. Because if I am doing my matrix thinging, I don't want the local hat economy to be siphoning it all off for storage. No matter if storage is full or not. Blob. And blob. And there we go. Then the last 2. Get 1, get 2. You are easy, you get immediate hats. Okay, I missed that. That is going to be... Oh, silly me indeed. Yeah, I do think I need like a small stream deck which shows me am I muted or am I not muted. Without that, I am far too often going mute, although I absolutely don't want to do it. Okay. Let's start with going down here. And bring in these requests from other distributors. Ah, I had forgotten to set that correctly here.
Flight mode.
Okay, where do I have the rest? Person coming in 30-ish minutes. I hope that you're going to have a delicious lunch when you meet him. I am guessing you're going to be going out for lunch. So, yeah, I really hope you're going to have a great lunch there. I have the oil, that is same row 2 over. Okay. That was completely mistaken. I wouldn't have guessed laundry. Okay, so then you'll be taking care of your laundry today. That is not unimportant. Okay, no, I need to go one down for the processors. This is for something I currently don't have something yet. Laundromats at least have pretty big drums and should be able to get that done pretty quickly. Well, there are those, but nobody, I think, is absolutely always going for that. Sphere goes pretty well. I have... I think I'm going to upload the video from last week. I've managed to pacify the planet around the Neutron Star. I got a start on unipolar magnets, and I'm added a few more things here, like I'm bringing processes over, and a few more things that I'm currently holding in, and I'm preparing to create the universe matrices. Honestly, with the new update, I've gained a lot more room again. And I'm not the fastest. I do take my time, and then even then everything is turning out to be a mess. So that is 4-2. But I'm having a lot of fun, and that is the most important. Titanium alloys here. And I'm starting currently quite modestly with a goal of 140 universe matrices a second, and then I'll see to finish up the entirety of the mall, basically have everything I can produce covered. I'm currently going pretty well on the performance. I have about 110, 100 to, yeah. Not exactly sure I can look away properly here, but yeah, 110, 115, depending on how it's going. So I still have room to expand the factory. 1, 2, 3. I brought the prisms. That is going to go here. Yeah, prisms request, and I'll be putting some in. And the last one is this one. Put my bots in, call for the super electromagnetic turbine. I have a Ryzen 9 59 XD, I think. It's a pretty good CPU. It's not the newest, but Yeah, 38, 3XD, yeah. I did, when I put the PC together, I took a really good good configuration. It is a few years out of date. Bloody hell, 4 years and you have like 2 or 3 generations of each processors and GPUs. It's, in a way, it feels mental. So, now that we have all of that cleared, Shaliak 3 is the target. Organic crystal, kimberlite ore, and the crude oil. I need to make some graphene and hydrogen.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Hopefully it has a little bit of titanium too. It has no titanium. Yeah, I can absolutely understand that. With the GPU I'm having,
Warp engine activated.
it depends as always on the game, but for most of them, I'm CPU bottlenecking myself, which is actually something I'm really happy about. Okay, no, I need titanium. So my big production planet currently is Shaliak 2.
Warp engine activated.
So I'll be flying over.
Warp engine deactivated. Cruise ended. Flight mode.
I don't have an empty tower now, do I? Of course not. Honestly, let's take some room over here. There's also room for all kinds of good stuff. And we're just plonking a tower down. You're going to accept titanium ingots. We'll have basically 2 targets for them. No, I am going up. I am going up to 7, let's say. Okay. 7. Honestly, the factory is harder to take apart afterwards, but it's so much easier to build. And since I do not need to worry of taking a factory apart, since I will not run out of resources on any node because I'm playing on infinite resources, that basically means that I don't have to care that much. And if the factory runs and I'm not bottlenecking it somewhere, that is all I really need. You are indeed remote supply. Yeah, it somewhat changes the task from
Cruise mode.
just staying ahead and going to new planets and do your best to advance quickly, and it gives you the option. Now you just build the factories, you just build everything you need, and
Warp engine deactivated.
I do honestly much prefer that. Okay,
Flight
let me
mode.
get to the equator. We'll be burning up a lot of although we'll be doing a lot of burning stuff here. Okay, I have some coal reserves. And I have some crude output. And I have some more crude over there. Okay, for now, this ought, or that this need be enough. We can luckily build on the ocean. I am thus very happy I chose a lava planet as my main construction hub, but unfortunately I do need to visit other planets from time to time. But I think making it good practice for me to keep lava planets for big production hubs I'm spending a lot of time on. And a bit of a bank here. Okay. I collide with another object. Okay, I see what is going on. And honestly, that ought to be enough. Can I make a row? Not quite. But I can get... Okay, now I see the problem. Equator is that way. Okay, the grid is well connected. That is true. Honestly, I do not rely on geothermal power. I don't even have a production line for geothermal power plants. I want one, but currently I'm completely relying on fire ice. Doing that into hydrogen fuel rods. The entirety of the planet in the Neutron Star system relies on that power. Okay, I can make 19 out of 20. That's the best I can get. It's the best I can get. I want 1800. Okay, halving it. Honestly, I'm currently going for the universe matrices, and then I think I'm going to do either deuterium or I'm going to... Yeah, I'm probably going to go to deuterium, which I don't need all that much because... I mean, I have 8 gigawatts here I can pull off if necessary, so... I think I might be skipping a lot and just go for Dyson Sphere production next. Okay. It's a lot less productive, but it's what I've got in abundance here. So I'll be going for that. I do have all of that covered. This is basically the only one I really have to go left, but before I do that, I want to finish up all the upgrades. Everything else is already done. I just need to start out with universe matrices, and I'm not going to just go for that. I'm going to try and get all the buildings as well, so I want to have more fun with that. But I currently do not think that I'm risking much. So I have a production of 900. Yeah. Energetic graphite. This is all going to go into power production. How many power plants do I need for it? So this is basically, I need to find out how much I need. I'm guessing I can supply more than 4, but we'll see. With energetic graphite, I'm not betting on it. Okay, so that is 24. That is 24. 900 by 24 is 37. Let's keep these two here. Let's go like here. It's not going to work out. Whatever I do. But that is one lane. I can build you close. That is 2 lanes. And honestly, okay. I'm fighting trees in the hundreds here. Honestly, I didn't even know that you could daisy chain thermal reactors. I've always been providing them separately. And I won't reconstruct this right now, but if you can do that, that's actually... I'll give it an experiment. Well, if you take enough... If you care enough... Okay, that is not going to work out. And for these, honestly, the sorters could be the bottleneck. Because it only works with select buildings. You can't... I've tried daisy chaining factories. I've tried, like, have one input of material. They don't give that through the chain. You do need to have... Everybody needs their... Okay. Happy to hear that you have enough for your laundry. And I'll be putting in a bit of buffer here. You're not wrong, but I didn't think of going on daisy chaining reactors. Which, though, it works, and that is... Oh, honestly, I would need to get... It would mean that I could reduce this blueprint by a ton. Because this is the blueprint I'm using for a full fire ice production facility to burn all of it off. Yeah, that is very nice that you have that opportunity. I'm not sure how much a laundromat is, but if you go, enjoy it. Enjoy your Pizza Hut. Enjoy your pizza. So I might want to sit down and remodel all of this at least. Oh, absolutely. Oh, in the beginning you can't get enough of hydrogen, but after a while it's like, yeah. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I'm burning it off so much in the fuel rods. Have some titanium, just that is my production, and I have a good use for the hydrogen. Here I do need to have a bit more of a balancing act, but I don't think it'll be a big issue. $10 for a complete wash and dry. I hope they... Well, I know they have quite big drums, so hope you get everything done in one go. Oh yes, oh yes.
Flight mode.
Especially if you only can get hydrogen through chemistry in the beginning. I thought I had positioned myself. Okay, crude oil is over there. Main reason I'm on this planet is to get red and yellow matrices. Which is why I'm going to be relying on oil for the red matrices production. I don't know if it's balanced though. If not, I need to find something to do with the rest. And hell, if I have too much hydrogen, that's easy. So... let me have a look. I need 2 for splitting here. No, I think I need to get through this backwards. So I want 140. I am producing 10 per lab per second. Okay, cool. I can get everything into a single... I can get everything into a single tower. So That is 280 hydrogen, 280. Well, the system I chose has basically all of the important ingredients, but I do a lot of hardware production on 2 right now. I don't mind having it separated and just shipping everything onto my mole planet. Okay. Actually, that is not terrible. That is not terrible. Oil refineries. So I need 2. Yeah, let's make that like this. I need 2 refineries to start with, which gives me so that is 2 times I have too much oil after this, don't I? I have by far too much oil afterwards, don't I? I'm not talking of crude, I'm talking about refined oil. Because I'm getting 2 out, but I only have... No. Okay, this is going to start out an absolute mess. I need to find... I really need to find out how to do this the most efficient way possible. So that is just some oil fracking here. I'll be pulling hydrogen out the middle. I'll be pulling oil about here. So that is oil, you are oil, hydrogen, hydrogen. So currently I'm producing twice as much. And I worry, probably rightfully so, that this is just going to stay a mess. But let's try not to make it too much of a mess. So we need another 2 refineries. I'll be doing the X-ray cracking. Probably need more. And I need another splitter over here, with which currently I'll just be pulling back into this splitter. That is currently the priority output. And I need to switch priority output afterwards. Okay, and I cannot use...
Insufficient materials.
Bloody hell, that was a mess. Okay, luckily I did... I seem not to have done too much. They can't stand like... They can't stay standing like this. Honestly, I do foresee myself needing that lane. You go over there. So I take the energetic graphite out of here. For now, I'll store it. Can I do... Yeah, I can. Is it smart to do this? Well, that's the idea I currently have. Worst case, I can... Damn it, I'm consuming so much more than I'm actually producing. Okay, bloody hell, no. Okay, I'm still no idea how that would go. The best. That didn't improve hydrogen production by as much as I wanted to, and it also increased this. Okay. You'll be the first. You'll have the right for hydrogen output over there. And carbon output over there. You have here? In carbon and hydrogen. That is carbon, that is hydrogen. Okay, I'm going to do something a little silly. I'm going to replace, for now, only this with a tank. Okay, how much energetic graphite? That's 15, 30. $60 energetic graphite. I need only 140. But I'm by far not producing enough hydrogen. But I am using up all the oil I'm producing. One more like this. Let me see. That is 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, what are you not getting rid of? Hydrogen. That is honestly absolutely fair enough. Okay, that didn't work out. Can I do... And I just realized I'm running over. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I still have some stuff I want to do, and I need to get dinner ready and all of that. I think I'll be just finishing this up and then see how bad it looks. And
Flight mode.
just keep this then and continue here next time. Honestly, yeah, fair enough. And then pull this out and over for the oil. You are oil. You'll be doing this. You'll be doing this.
Insufficient materials.
Hydrogen in here. Oil out here. One hydrogen here and one graphite here. That is hydrogen. This is graphite. Okay, I'm having an unfiltered output here. Filter for this, and hydrogen always goes out there. Honestly, I think I'll be putting an hydrogen output here as well. What happens if I take the filter off here? Do I still have enough hydrogen for all of these factories? It honestly looks like No. Pulling half down is too much. Okay, now I need to rebuild this. I know what a mistake I made. I need more than one. So, for example, I need a splitter here. Which has this for a priority, but has another. Honestly, if you are fixed there, you are fixed there only pulling in on the secondary outputs. So I don't even need this. And then from here, I can pull over here.
A seed is approaching your system.
Okay. I need to think this through slowly, and I do unfortunately not have the time for that anymore. I am quite literally already half an hour over what I should be, what I had put down for myself, and that is unfortunately... yeah, it's starting to conflict with what I still need to do. Let's have a look. Do we have anybody we can raid here? He speaks German, which I speak, but I'm not going to... well, he has a German stream, and I'm not going to expect you, my viewers, to be able to do that properly. Not going... there's not all that many people about. There is Yis. I haven't rated her in a while. And as always, if you do have suggestions, please feel free to suggest raid targets. Yeah, no, that doesn't work out. Some Warcraft 3 might be nice, but I'm not really showing strategy games at the moment myself. Yes is playing Digimon Storytime Stranger. I think that's a new one. we'll be going ahead and raiding. Yes, I don't know much about the game. It seems to be very heavily story focused, which is part of my streaming as well. So I'll be going ahead, and we'll be raiding her as usual. Please be nice, please be kind. We're asked with any raid. Quick schedule: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Going to be my usual time from 13 to 18 o'clock Central European Summer Time. I'll be streaming more Breath of Fire tomorrow, and probably on Monday. Not 100% sure if I can finish on Monday. We'll see about that. And more Monster Hunter during the weekend. If Sinner shows up, tells me something, I'll be starting out on Freedom 1. If not, I'll probably be starting out on Generations Ultimate both days. Next Friday, I don't quite know yet. It will be more... it will be the usual time from 13 to 18 o'clock. Unfortunately, I do not know exactly what I'll be... what game I'll be streaming yet, if I have finished with Breath of Fire or not. It might be the switchover day. And I'll be doing either some Dyson Sphere or some random stuff if it is going to be switchover day, because the next story game I'll be playing, I want to start fresh at the beginning of stream. That being all said, I think these are all the announcements that I have to do. I am wishing all of you a very good time, a great time, and until we will see each other again, I wish you goodbye.
And it was so hot. I'm so sorry. This is like the worst possible timing to raid into. But hello, welcome, Ryan. I hope you had a fun stream. Alongside with Murray back in the day. Yeah, but like only later, like not in the first. But yeah, Angemon was actually so nice too. And want to come back in 5 minutes? No, it's okay. We were just talking about like Digimon 2 Simple. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? I hope you had fun with like Dyson something. Wait, was it called? What? Dyson Sphere program. I heard that before. I know that Gray told me about it, but I don't know what it is. What was it? Stream was fun. That's cool. I'm just standing here, like I just started the demo, and the movement feels a little bit too fast, to be honest. But I think I get used to it. I'm probably just a little bit used to it. And then my Google history for Lobomon. Ooh, Lobomon was the